Have you heard kids in your school or program or your family say things like this?
I got a bad grade in math. It just proves I don't belong in that class.
I hate failing. That's why I only do things that I'm good at.
What I do in school right now won't affect me when I'm grown up.
I'm not good at reading, so why should I try?
Well, the good news is that research in psychology and other fields is showing us how to take statements like those and turn them into statements like these.
A lot of kids struggle in that class, but I believe if we keep asking questions, we will succeed.
I try new things even though I might fail. Successful people learn from their mistakes.
I try to do my best because it'll help me be who I want to be when I'm grown up.
The brain is like a muscle, so working hard at something like reading makes me smarter.
The challenge that a lot of us who are parents or educators or out-of-school time program staff face, however, is how do we get access to that research and how do we make sense of it and how do we find ways to put it into practice in our interaction with kids every day. We see that challenge as well at Search Institute, which is why slightly more than a year ago we started developing what we've come to call the perseverance process, which takes the research on academic motivation and persistence and boils it down into a simple and actionable framework that's expressed in the acronym STICK to it. Shortly after we began work on the perseverance process, I started doing workshops on motivation and persistence around the country with educators and youth workers and parents. And almost invariably, at some point during the workshop, somebody would say, "You guys ought to write a book on this." And so that's actually what we really hope to do. We hope in 2015 to produce the Perseverance Process Guidebook, which will outline practical strategies rooted in research for helping kids stick to it to accomplish goals in schools and beyond. The challenge as a nonprofit research and improvement organization, however, is that dedicating time to producing the Perseverance Process Guidebook takes resources. And that's why we're conducting this online crowdsourcing campaign in the hopes that you will help us bring this much needed resource into the world over the next year. If you make a donation of $50, you'll receive the Perseverance Process Guidebook before it's widely available online or in stores. And if you can make a donation larger than $50, you'll help us reach our goal of $20,000 through this online fundraising campaign much more quickly. If $50 is not a right fit for you at this time, a donation of less than that will still be invaluable in helping us achieve this goal. We'd really appreciate it if you'd also consider sharing this video with other colleagues or friends or family members who you think might also like to see a practical guide to strengthening motivation and persistence brought into the world over the year ahead. So thanks for considering lending us your support, and we really look forward to working with you through this book and maybe other ways to help kids stick to it and achieve their dreams.